What's up, bosses? What's up, baby bosses, mini bosses, big bosses, bossy bosses? What's up? It's Coffee with Tea. This morning it's going to be really, really quick. We have a question from Wendy, and Wendy just wants to know, do startups need business insurance? So I'm going to answer your question for you today live before I head out. So, Wendy, it really depends on your situation. If you're starting your business from home, or if you're starting out in a freestanding building. It just depends on the type of equipment you have. I'm going to break down the different types of insurances. I'm not an insurance agent or a lawyer, so I can't tell you everything, but I can tell you what I know. So you have a couple of different types of insurance. You have personal liability insurance. Personal liability covers you for if you were to make a mistake doing something. For example, if you're a nail tech and you cut off somebody's finger, that's a big mistake. You need insurance for that. But if you're doing t-shirts and you're doing, let's say you're doing a vinyl t-shirt, and maybe you got 20 shirts that you did with the heat press vinyl and you messed the shirts up, right? That's really not something that you would file insurance for. That's because you're going to have a deductible. So in that situation, if you're just doing a few shirts, then I would say no. You don't need that type of insurance, um, because normally, like I said, you're going to have to pay for that deductible, and you're going to be paying, monthly fee for that insurance. So for that, I'm going to say no. There's also general liability. Your general liability will cover you for any type of property damage, or any type of bodily injury that you have in your business. So that could be property damage. Um, it's property damage. If something happens and you get, your property gets damaged, or if you hurt yourself in your business, which is good to have, or if someone comes into your business and they decide they want to slip and fall on you. You know what I'm saying? So then it's good to have that type of insurance. Um, the bodily injury is good if you're, like, for me, I was working with my automatic press and it hit me and hurt my hip. That's good to have. If you're, and it just depends on, like, on what size printer you are, what type of printing you're doing, as far as, insurance that you want to get. Now, one insurance that everyone has to have, if you have an employee, you would have to have workers' compensation. Workers' compensation covers your employee for things like Medicare, if you lost wages, funeral expenses, things like that. So you would have to have, workers' compensation, for that. And then there's what you call business interruption uh, insurance, or like business loss. That would be your business you could get shut down because of fire. You could get shut down because of theft. If someone came in, broke into your place, and stole a bunch of merchandise, then that would go under property damage or loss. It would also could also be filed under under your business interruption, because you may have to be closed for a certain period of time because you don't have any product or anything like that. So it just pretty much depends on you. I'll tell you what my situation. So for us, what we did is we went with State Farm, and we had. I don't have this insurance now because I my situation has changed. So I'm going to tell you both situations. So working in in a building with production area and all of that. We had a $3 million policy, which ran a little bit under $100 a month. What this insurance did, it covered me for theft, which was like a break-in, somebody really, breaking in, stealing my stuff. But more better than that, it covered if I was to get hurt, me, on the job. If you're to get hurt, because when you're self-employed, a lot of times you don't have insurance, or if you have insurance, that may just cover your doctor's visits and stuff like that. But as far as like long term, to say, okay, I can't work for a year or two, then that's when your business insurance would kick in. So I had that, and so it was, if you get hurt, if somebody came in and stole your stuff, if somebody came in, did a slip and fall, your business got broke into, stuff like that. And that's in a freestanding building. But if you're working at home, which now I'm working on my own property and doing my own thing, so it that changes, because now you get into a situation to where you could file certain things on your home insurance, or you could upgrade your policy, your home insurance policy, to cover a bunch of things, because your home insurance policy will cover theft and things like that. If you're at home, it's when you're when you are renting a place, it's considered personal business property. But when you're at home, that's just your property, right? So it just pretty much depends on you and your situation. But if you're just small and you're just starting out and you want to get business insurance to cover you, just because you may make a mistake, then no, you're gonna have to eat that, because it's not gonna even out. It's just not gonna even out. But if you are, doing it big and you got a lot of inventory, you're concerned about someone breaking into your place, stealing that, or you're concerned about, you getting hurt while you're working on a job, then I would tell you to go ahead and check into it and see what you qualify for, what you need. In Dallas, most places, when you rent for business and building insurance, they make you get a $3 million policy, which sounds like a lot, but it's really not. Like, so $3 million will cover building, fire, all of that stuff. And then you may have, within that $3 million, you may have like 500,000 on yourself. You may have for what was I about to say, theft, maybe 20, 35,000. But what you do is they look at how much equipment you have. So my insurance adjuster, what he did was looked at the value, what I had as far as my screen printing machines and all of that stuff, and what we normally have. So I hope that helps you out. Alrighty, y'all, if you have any questions, let me know what you think, what you guys think in the comments, if you should have insurance as a newbie or not, or if there's any other questions that you guys may have. I may just come on here and answer it. I gotta get to work, y'all, early this morning, and I'll see y'all later.